Alrighty, so the World Tournament is out on Global, and I figured I would take this chance to show a team for you guys that you can use on 30x difficulty. If you're like a newer player and you don't really have a lot of units, I feel like this team right here could be a pretty solid team for you. Mainly, I would say, your leader, you can have the version Z Goku, since if you do all the bingo missions, you can get him awakened. So I think he's a great, great leader for if you're starting out. And then the Int Raditz, I would say, is the only other unit that's like pretty easy to get right now. He comes out every World Tournament in a story event. He's a solid AoE unit. And then the other units are all optional. You really don't need these units. You can bring whatever you have. I would recommend supports. So this Tora is pretty easy to get. You don't have to have him easy aid in order to run him. You can just have him as his normal SSR or even TUR. But he gives all allies support. Same with Goku, you can get him pretty easy with the incredible gems. And he's also all ally support. The other two here are a little bit more difficult to get. They're not out currently, but this Frieza is also an AoE unit that you can get pretty easily. And then the TUR of LR Krillin can be pretty easy to get as well. But I mean, if you really need like some other options, like let's go. Let's see, you could run. Like, you could run the SSR of Tora here. He's still a decent support. Like, I'll just throw him on a team, actually. And let's go boost all here. If you have an extra copy of this guy, you can bring him as well. I mean, actually, I'll just bring him. Something like this. I mean, basically the main idea of this team, you just have your version Z Goku as lead. Int Raditz is like, you don't have to have him, but he's a pretty easy AoE unit to have on the team. And then for your friend unit, I would recommend you can pick any AoE units. The best one is probably Piccolo Jr. right now. Because if you don't know his active skill, when there are... it can be activated at the start of battle when he's facing 2 or more enemies. And it's an AoE that basically kills everyone, and if it doesn't kill them, he'll be able to delay one of their attacks. So, that's pretty good, but I think that's like the best AoE unit out right now. There's obviously like the LR Broly, if you can't find Piccolo Juniors. There's this DB Dragon Ball Super Broly that you can run. There's a whole lot of AoE units now that you can run these days, but those are just a couple. I mean, even if you somehow find them, I'll try to. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Turles LR Goku, you could run him, but yeah, there's a ton of AoE units, and even if you don't have, if you somehow can't find an AoE unit, which, I mean, I'd be surprised, you can pick someone like a Scammach 2 who does a lot of additional attacks, but I would mainly say go for Piccolo Jr. He's going to be the one who can go through World Tournament as quickly as possible. And then, so with World Tournament, his leader skill is not activated, so it's only your leader skill, which is why you want one that boosts all all types and stuff like that. But for items, you want to make sure in times 30 that you're always activating an item. I would recommend something like King Yemma here, or Nurse Chi-Chi. You could also use the Ghost Usher, which just delays all opponents' attacks for 1 turn, so you can't get hit. That's a pretty good one. And then you don't really need Fruit of the Tree of Might on this team. It's mainly just a key item if you can't get your suppers off for your AoEs, but... And then I would recommend bringing 1 attack up item, because sometimes with Piccolo Jr., if you're facing physicals and he doesn't get a crit, he won't kill the physical. So sometimes with a attack up item like this Bulma, he'll be able to kill. But you could also bring support memories if you really wanted to. I mean, if you're like new, you can bring like Icarus that can help you heal. Yeah, you can bring the Frieza's Fury or something like that. But yeah, let's just go through the first phase of this team. So basically, the preliminaries, you fight off against 3 other people. This is probably the longest part of like one of your world tournament runs, but as you can see, we have Piccolo on the turn, and we can just activate his active skill right here, and he should be able to kill everyone. Now this does mean on your other rotation, you won't be able to have an AoE unit unless you have like Int Rats on your other rotation, but... actually, with our team being weaker, we might be able to just kill everyone with that, but... So yeah, like on this turn, even though we do have a free slot available, just item just in case, because if you're trying to go for the missions of getting like 20 wins in a row, you really don't want to risk it and just risk taking a supper, because they can kill you pretty easily. I believe they have like a rare chance to suffer, but yeah, you really don't need like your whole team to be AoEs. It definitely makes the team a lot faster. And another thing that you can use is if you have the SR Chaozu or Jacko, you can put those guys on this team, and whenever they first come on to the battle, they basically stun everyone, all the enemies, which is a very nice ability. We just beat the preliminaries there. Now in preliminaries, there's those Tenkaichi blocks. You can go for those and get more points if you really want to. But the fastest way to do it is just going right after enemy. But now, after that, you go up against 1 battle fights, where you're just going up against another person now, which just makes it definitely quicker. And as you can see, even though it's Chaozu and I really don't need an item, I still do it because I don't want to lose my streak. I've got about 100 win streak right now, so I really don't want to lose that at the end of the world tournament. But this Rat's pretty good if you are able to grind him up. His AoE is pretty fast. He doesn't do a lot of damage as you see, but like to the weaker enemies, as you can see, he was able to do a good chunk, and then the other cards behind him will be able to clean up here. But yeah, I mean, World Tournament isn't as hard as it once was. Like, I remember watching some old World Tournament beginners guides, and really these days there's so many AoE units and stuff that you can grab. But yeah, you just want to run all types Leer, and you could just, honestly, I could just have a full team of Cybermen, but Definitely when you're getting up there, if you want more points, I'm pretty sure this is still true. If you have more LRs, the enemies are more difficult. Actually, got King Yama here. The enemies are more difficult and they give you more points based on that, so. But, I mean, yeah, you don't really need to worry about that right now. But we are in the semifinals. It's the same thing again. If you get Piccolo Jr. on here, it's a lot easier because you don't even need to use an item with him. And there we go. Alright, semifinals done. On to the finals. The finals are definitely the scariest because I believe they have the highest chance to super attack you. So. But just grab your Piccolo and we'll hop right in. Now we didn't get it, but there's sometimes a chance that you can get a bonus team, which is a team that Dokkan has like pre-made like themes, and if you beat those you get extra points for beating those. Those teams are generally easier as well, but they give you more points. So alright, we got Piccolo Jr., so I'm pretty sure it's already over. Let's see. There was a DBS Broly. Yeah, we didn't kill him as you saw. Which is not the end of the world because he's still stunned. But he can't even attack anyway, so we should be able to just kill him here. And yeah, that's basically it. That's how you can clear the world tournament on 30 times with a pretty easy to obtain team. I mean, I can definitely make it a lot easier, but this is like a team that can help boost this is a team that can help boost your AoE units and still be sort of easy to obtain. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.